right. See what happens, man. Yo. All right, we got Utah State. We got Dane. We got David. See if we can get like 10 to 15 people in here.
Yo, Utah State, why you in here, man? We about to go to week 5 and still ain't got no season recap from you.
He still didn't do it yet.
No, been tagging that man every day.
Come on, OPJ. Reds leader. All right. We're going to get started immediately just because we have a game of the week we're going to broadcast to, and I think they're starting in like 30 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and get started immediately.
How many people we got in here?
8. So season 8, week 3 power rankings.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to do this one kind of quick, like I said, because we got a game to broadcast for in the next 20, 30 minutes. All right, let's get right into it, man. I don't know why it does this. Why does it make mine so much smaller in the what's it called?
Is
It does
every slide like this or no?
it's got to be. But when I made it, it's not like this. I don't know why it does it like this. But 31, we both got Indiana.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rayshawn, I don't know what the hell happened to you, my brother. This is
He's 0-3 right now. He's had one competitive game, and that was really against Dane week 1. He lost that game by 11. Only person in the league I think that don't have a win. He did get a win this week, but it's not going to be on the rankings, obviously.
all right. Well, at 30, we both got Cal.
Yeah.
I got Cal next week, so this will be some motivation for him. But yeah, I got him at 30. Obviously, I'm not looking at the schedule off the top of my head, but there's a
Yeah,
reason.
his only 2 wins came from a Baylor and a TCU team. He lost to Vanderbilt and ECU. Lost to Vanderbilt by a touchdown, and then obviously we saw that ECU game kind of get out of hand. I think he lost by 30 points or so. We gotta the CPUs that he did play. They're not really that tough, and he scraped by both of them. 18-14 and then 31-17. Obviously, is a better win, but. Just got to be able to be more dominant against the CPU, I guess, is kind of what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it was hard for me to rank a lot of these CPU games. Some people didn't even play a user yet, so
Yeah, it's kind of hard to rank
I
people.
don't put much stock into CPU games personally. But we'll talk more about that in a second. All right, 29. I had Vanderbilt here. I'll let you give your reasoning for Utah State.
Yeah, I got Utah State here. He did play a tough CPU in Texas A&M, but I think that game against let me go look. I think it was against USF. I don't think the game was very competitive. Yeah, he lost 7. He lost 59-20 against USF, and then obviously the G5 CPU Colorado State. That's a dominant win. That's kind of what we expect. Playing a G5 CPU, he definitely did his thing there, 73-17. But the 2 possession loss to Texas A&M at home, and then obviously you go on the road and lose to USF by 30 something points, I think. So yeah, it's hard to rank people that have their resume is mainly built off the CPU. So I mean, you can kind of interchange some of these people.
Yeah, I had Vanderbilt here, so I have my PS5 remote play on my phone, so I can look up like obviously I have reasoning for it, but yeah, I have them here at 29. I think the loss on the road early in the season was pretty rough because so many people favored Vanderbilt over Cal. We had a conversation out of the chat, and I thought that was going to be a really good game, and some people told me that they didn't think that game was going to be very close. And then obviously Vanderbilt won that one, but then lost to Texas Tech by 35 points, and then lost to A&M by 3. So the lone win was the 8-point win over Cal, and that's why I have them at 29. And
Yeah,
then my 28, I had ECU. ECU obviously had the win over Cal as well. So the last 2 people we saw had wins over Cal, so that was their lone win, and Cal is obviously at the bottom or towards the bottom in the rankings. He lost to Oregon State by 30, lost to FIU by 18, and then the one win by against Cal at home. So it's kind of hard to. It was hard for me to put a bunch of stock into the FIU win. Um, I'm sorry, the Cal win, just because you had two or other, two losses by 5 possessions, and then another loss
I
by.
think that FIU game, it was a 3 point game, but we had to give them the force win because they was only playing a quarter. I think FIU only won that game by 3 points, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, well, nonetheless, it was at home. So a home game, losing a home game, and then losing to Oregon State by 28 or 30, however many points it was.
It was pretty bad first
The reason
game
why
of the league.
I had him at 28.
Yeah, at Boston College here. He played a really good game at home week one against Willie. Almost ruined the survivor pool to start the season off. And then you play Justin, and he dismantles you by like 40 points, I think. And then you play at Florida State CPU, and you win by 1 point. Um, just got to see a little bit more out of Keys here. I think he obviously can beat some CPUs. Obviously, he beat Florida State, but after seeing that competitive game against Florida, I kind of expected him to be a little bit more competitive in that Temple game, especially since it was at home. He didn't have to worry about no like home foot advantage or nothing like that. I just wanted to see him fight a little bit more in that game, but obviously pulling out a gritty game at Florida State and winning by 1 point is solid.
All right, 27. That's where I had Utah State. The reason why I had him above the last two is because he had the dominant win against Colorado State. Obviously, you're splitting hairs at that point. I don't value CPU games, but I mean, one of these teams won by 60, so that's why I gave him the edge over the other two people that I had. He did lose to USF by 39 points on the road. So, I mean, just like the other two, 30-point loss is no good. But he did have that big time win over Colorado State on the road. So that's why I put him here.
Yeah, at 27, I have New Mexico State. I was trying to give him a little bit more credit than what I gave him, but he lost to a Jacksonville State team that I think is like a 60 something overall. G5 loss is just tough, especially whenever you're trying to judge people off a bunch of people that play the CPU. That's probably one of the worst CPU losses I've seen in a very long time. That Jacksonville State team is not that good. And then obviously he played Wisconsin and Kansas, and he won by 10 points against Wisconsin, and then 3 points against Kansas. So no really dominant wins there, but that Jacksonville State game definitely hurt him for me.
Yeah, I have him at 26 for the same thing you say. He hasn't played a user, so it's very hard to rank.
Yep.
But I will say, I mean, the team that he did lose to is undefeated. I mean, obviously, I don't know their overall off the top of my head, but I mean, it's a G5 team. You shouldn't be losing to them, especially
Yeah.
not when your team's at 79. But like I said, it's hard to rank, so I had him at 26.
Yeah, this is where I have Vanderbilt at. I think that win against Cal, and then obviously he had a 3 point loss against Texas A&M on the road. We've seen earlier Utah State lost by multiple possessions to that Texas A&M team, and then against Texas Tech on the road as well. He's played all three of his games on the road, and then that Texas Tech game, obviously he ended up losing big, but he's played some users and. That Texas Tech, I put a lot of stock into that Texas Tech game.
Okay, my bad. At 25, I got Boston College. This is where I have Camp. He's 1-2, but the two losses he has comes to two perennial playoff users in Willie and Justin Strickland. He lost to Willie at home by 4. I don't think I'm gonna go out and say this for everybody. I don't think anybody had the game being that close. He had the whole survivor pool shaking. He could have eliminated like 60 to 70% of the survivor pool. Lost by 4, and then he lost to Temple by 29. I'm sorry, 39. Obviously a tough loss. But then you went on the road at Florida State, resilient win by 1. And then I think he might have beat Utah this week. Obviously, it's not in this in this rankings, but it was a close game. I forget who won. I was looking at it a second ago, actually. Oh no, he lost. Yeah, I'm looking right now. He lost by 7. That's obviously not in the rankings, but I had Boston College here at 25.
Yeah, at 25, this is where I got ECU. Obviously, this is his first season in BYL. Started off the season with a big loss against Oregon State. And then he goes, and like I said, he played a pretty competitive game against FIU. I think it was a 3-point game. And then obviously, that Cal game was hyped up from the moment he joined the league. And seen them get spun on the wheel as well, which was kind of crazy because it wasn't in like the plans. We wanted them to play, but the wheel kind of gave it to him. And then obviously he gets a dominant win against Cal. Obviously, the last ranking you just seen at 26 was Vanderbilt, who played Cal a little bit closer than he did. So that's kind of why I gave ECU the edge over Vanderbilt this early.
All right, at 24, we both have Virginia here. My reasoning: he lost by 30 to Kentucky, and then he lost by 6 to Minnesota. The lone win comes against West Virginia by 6 at home. So um, obviously, the NC State win he got this week is not included, but lost to two undefeated teams so far in Kentucky and Minnesota, and then the one win he has is against a winless West Virginia team. So it's kind of hard to rank Ajmi much higher than this. I'm sure as the season progresses, he'll slowly climb up the power rankings, but right now I have him at 24.
Yeah, all for the same reasons for me. I did put a lot of stock into those two undefeated teams that he did play. He went to overtime with Minnesota and lost that game. Um, and then obviously Kentucky, we haven't seen him yet. He's undefeated. It's kind of like hard to kind of hurt him too much whenever the other users that we've named so far just don't have any real challenges as much as he was. And then obviously I didn't put a lot of stock in the CPU games, but it definitely hurt some people. But the fact that he played Kentucky and Minnesota, and we haven't seen anybody this far play a tougher schedule to start the season off than him, is kind of why I kind of gave him the edge at 24. But he definitely has to step it up. Obviously, that West Virginia win wasn't really a good win to me, considering he only won by 6 points, and they're a really bad team in my opinion. And then he bounces back against NC State, which obviously isn't on the rankings.
I'll let you go next.
Yeah, at 23, I have Arkansas State. His only loss actually came to a sim. He got a forced loss yesterday against Georgia Southern because he had something come up. But again, he's beaten two CPU teams, and he actually had some tough CPUs, I want to say, and he beat them pretty well. So I kind of gave him the edge here at 23.
Yeah, mine's for all the same reasons, CPUs, but then the force loss.
Yeah.
At 22, we both have Georgia Southern. Um, beat two CPU or lost to one CPU in week one by 14 on the road. Fresno State is a top 25 team. They're undefeated right now, so someone's gonna have to start beating them, or they're gonna be in the freaking playoffs.
I think he was the only team to play them, if I'm not mistaken.
Then he beat Arizona State by 9, and then he got the force win over
Obviously.
Arkansas State, who we just talked about. He has a really bad team though. He's a 61 overall team, so that's why I have him here. I don't know how much noise he can make in the Pac-12 when his team is a 61, and some of these other teams are like damn near 80, mid 80s to 90s. So like FIU is a really good team. USF is a really good team. I think Oregon State is up there. Tulane is up there. So a lot of these teams are really good, and a 61 overall team. I don't know how far you can go. So I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, I have them. I have them at 22, just like you.
Yeah, I have the same here, 22. I like that Arizona State win after he lost to Fresno. Obviously, Fresno is a G5, but that team is humming right now. We've seen him in the playoffs last year. Um, kind of hope he would beat this team, considering that's kind of why he was matched up with him. But it's tough to see that. And then obviously the force win over Arkansas State. I did kind of favor him in the Arkansas State a little bit in that game if they would have played, but I kind of gave him credit for that win as well. So I have him at 22.
All right, 21. I have Texas Tech here and Mike Jones. He's 2-1 right now. Wins coming on the road by 3 to Ole Miss. At home by 35 to Vandy, and then he lost at home by 25 to Michigan. I think for me, he'd been a lot higher on this in this ranking had he not thrown in the towel against Michigan. Personally, we've seen him do this many times. Like that was a good game around halftime. And then he's in the chat like saying like he doesn't care, he just wants to have fun. So it's hard to rank somebody high when they are vocal and on record saying they don't give a damn. So it makes me question: do I put him high, or every time he plays a user, is he just gonna say he's here to have fun and not? And if that's what he wants to do, I mean, cool. Everybody's here for different reasons, but it's
Yeah,
kind of hard
go
to rank
for
him
it.
higher. It's
I
kind of
mean,
hard to rank him higher when you do that.
We've seen Mike Jones walk out on his team multiple times.
Yeah.
Like
So
when he was at Toledo, like he pretty much just threw his headset down midway through the game and kind of walked to the tunnel. But I have Rice here, and it's just because like he has a full blown CPU slate. I think he was out of town whenever the USC game was here, so he could be undefeated right now if he is not out of town for that game. But just a win over Duke and Hawaii, obviously not really good CPUs, and then the forced loss to USC kind of just hurt him for me, especially the fact that he had got a chance to play any users.
all right, at 20, this is where I have Dane and Illinois. Um, week 1 win against Indiana at home. Week 2 win against North Carolina at home by 14. The lone loss coming by 1 point on the road at Purdue. We obviously haven't seen Purdue yet. Purdue is 3-1. I don't think that is quote unquote a good loss, especially when you're going to look back at this at the end of the year. But as of right now, it is considered a good loss in my opinion. When the one loss you've come to is on the road by 1 to a 3-1 team. Taking a snapshot of the BYL landscape right now, that is a good loss. But like I said, at the end of the year, we're probably going to be looking at that game a little bit differently. But that's where I have Dane right now at 20.
Yeah, Justin was hard to rank for me. Obviously, he's much better than where I have him. It's just the fact that he played two really good teams, Notre Dame and Georgia. And then the only win for me is the Boston College game for him. So it was kind of hard to judge. He really didn't have any wins to kind of set himself apart for the other users that ranked with him. So that's why I have him here at 20.
All right, 19. I got Tulane here. He's undefeated. He only played 2 games though, so like I said, I don't put a lot of stock into CPU games, especially when you haven't played a user yet. It's too hard to rank because I think anybody can beat a user by 21 plus points, and if you have a user who lost to somebody by 10, but they beat their CPUs, and you haven't played a user, but you beat your CPUs, I can't put you over them. So I understand he's undefeated, but it's kind of hard when you've only played half the games as other people, or one less game than other people, and they've all been CPU games. And the 2 CPUs that were played against weren't very good. Tulane won by 11 against UCF, which I don't know what UCF's overall is, probably 70s, and then beat Mississippi State by 24 or 26, and they're probably in the 80s, maybe 70.
Justin just tagged me in the main chat, man. Come on in here. Let me know what you got to say here, Justin.
But yeah, so I have Tulane at 19.
Yeah, here we have Illinois. Obviously, like you said, that Purdue loss looks really good. But he did play Indiana to start the season off. We've seen him at 31 for us. He won by 11, and then obviously he beat the CPU, and then he loses by 1 point to Dane. Zach. That was a very winnable game for him. I think he kind of collapsed late, going for a two whenever he shouldn't have. He should have made Zach play the field, and obviously Zach still fucked up and gave the ball back. So I'm pretty sure he's beating himself up still about that game. But right now, that's a good loss for him. Maybe in 5 or 6 weeks, we'll probably say something different about that. But right now, I got Illinois at 19.
All right, at 18, I have Temple, so a few spots ahead of you. And just kind of compare him to Tulane. I know he's 1-2, and Tulane has no losses, but he lost on the road at Notre Dame, who we'll see later in the show, and he lost at home against Georgia, who we'll see later in the show. He has a win against Boston College. So although he has 2 losses, I think if you would flip the schedule and Temple would have played those 2 CPUs, I think Temple would have won. And I think if Tulane would have played those 3 games, I think Tulane would have the same record or maybe be 0-3. But I don't think Tulane can beat Notre Dame or Georgia with their constructed teams. So that's where I kind of use that. And I think if you were to put Tulane and Temple on a neutral field, I'd probably favor Temple. So that's why I have him a few spots higher or 1 spot higher. But I think Temple, he has a tough schedule. He still plays Ohio State. He has Purdue. He has Minnesota. And then he has Washington. He has UCLA. He has Oklahoma. He has Penn State on the road. So he has a tough schedule, and he has 2 losses already. So he probably has room for maybe 1 more loss if he wants to make the playoffs, and that's really a maybe because that would be an in-conference loss. That Ohio State game is going to be big. He has him at home, which should help him a lot. But that's a must-win for him. I think if he loses that Ohio State game, he's in trouble. So I think Justin knows what type of user he is, and he knows that he has to kind of turn it around. But I think he'll be able to. I mean, Justin's a really good user.
Yeah, I think so too. Here I have Purdue at 18. That LSU loss at home. Definitely hurt him. I feel like he laid down. For some reason, when it comes to Zach and playing CPUs, whenever he goes down, he just forces way too much stuff. And then obviously he had a bounce back win against Maryland, who I don't think is very good. And then the 1 point win, you got to give him credit for that Illinois win. He definitely grinded it out and came out victorious. And right now, 2-1 looks really good. Obviously, he beat his other CPU this week, but 3-1 looks really good for Zach. I'm not sure how long he can sustain that because he plays at Temple next week, and then he has a full blown user slate after this. He plays Temple, Minnesota, Ohio State, USF, and then he gets Oregon, Michigan State, Wisconsin. Then he plays Indiana at the end of the season in his little rivalry game. So, me personally, I think Zach goes downhill from here, but we'll see.
At 17, I have Rice. He's sitting at 2-1. The lone loss coming on the road to USC. It says he lost by 3. I don't. I know it was a close game that he lost. That was a sim loss. But he played the game, but it didn't save. But I know it was a close game because it came down to like the last possession. If on the stream, I know it was within a touchdown. And then he beat Hawaii by 50, and then he beat Duke by 24. Like I said, I don't put too much stock into CPU games, so it's kind of hard to judge this one. Obviously, Tulane is 2-0, and he's behind him. But Rice played one more extra game, and he played a tougher opponent in USC, losing by a single possession. USC is undefeated right now. So that's why I have Rice higher than them. And then he's heading into a bye this week. So I just think Rice's team is an 86 overall. He has a lot of upside. We saw him last year go to the wire with a lot of really good users, and then we saw him win a lot of games. So I think Rice is going to be in the picture, in the conference championship picture late in the season, but we'll just have to see. But I have him at 17.
Yeah, he lost the conference championship game last year, so I definitely expect him to kind of be in the running again. I have Texas Tech here at 17. He beat Ole Miss, obviously. Then that Vanderbilt game, he definitely beat the brakes off Vanderbilt, and then obviously we talked about it earlier with the lay down to Michigan, kind of walked off the field on his team. I just put a lot of stock in kind of playing users. We haven't seen a lot of people so far play two users. And then obviously that Michigan team is really good. Obviously, that's we haven't talked about Michigan yet. And then the win against Vanderbilt is really big. Most people have wins over Cal and Boston College. I think this is the first one that had like a pretty dominant win over Vanderbilt.
All right, 16, I have Oregon State here. This is obviously Mondo. He's 3-0 right now in the rankings. Big win by 30 or 28 to ECU. On the road by 25 to Army, and then at home by against Oregon by 5. Oregon is winless. That doesn't mean anything. They're still a really good team, so I still think that's a good win. Only an 82 overall team. I'm not gonna say it's tough to beat a 95 overall CPU, but it's definitely not a cakewalk. So I give him credit for that one. But I also think his lone win is to ECU, and I had ECU at like 28, I think, or 27, 29, somewhere back there. So that's his only win right now, so I couldn't propel him too high, even though he's undefeated. He has App State this week, who he beat, so he's 4-0. He's going into a bye, and then he plays Georgia Southern. That Georgia Southern game is big. I think if he wins that game and can beat two CPUs, we're looking at him at 7-0, heading into the Tulane matchup, and he'll be well into the top 25 with a chance to get even higher throughout the season. So shout out to Mando. He's sitting at 4-0.
Mondo.
Mondo, same thing.
At 16, I have Tulane. I didn't want to punish him, obviously, for not playing as many games that everybody else has played already. Obviously, he's only 2-0 in the rankings. He did play UCF and Mississippi State. I kind of used his team to help the rankings here for him. Obviously, he's a 91 overall team. He just hasn't been able to play anybody yet. He had a bye in week 0, and obviously he had a bye in week 3. But we've seen him really good last year. I kind of just went off that a little bit because we just didn't have a lot of room to judge him off of. So I kind of just gave him the nod at 16 because I felt like that's kind of where he's been at in the past few seasons, and his team is really good as well.
Already at 15, this is where I have Purdue and Zach. Lost by 20 to LSU, who's obviously, like I said, like a 95 plus overall CPU, which, I mean, it's hard to win when you're a 79 overall team. I don't think it's impossible, but I knocked him for that. And then he beat Maryland by 20, and then he beat Dane by 1. I give him a lot of credit for that Dane win. Dane's team is 16 overalls higher than him. So I give credit for that one. And that's why I have him at 15. I think if you were to beat LSU, he'd be a few spots higher, obviously, but tough schedule coming up. He beat Nebraska this week, but then he has Temple, Minnesota, Ohio State, USF. if I had to go on record, he's probably an underdog in all four of those games heading into those games. The Minnesota game is close, but the other three are not close at all. So he definitely has his work cut out for him. I think if he's able to win two of those games somehow, um, then we're looking at him a lot differently for the end of the season. But he definitely can't drop four straight. That would be brutal. So shout out to Zach. He's at 15 for me.
Yeah, I think his team's not quite ready yet to take on that Minnesota team. It'd probably be a solid game early, but I think Minnesota will probably pull away late with that one, just because I know Leo's going to do his due diligence and kind of have a game plan ready for Zach. But yeah, I got 15. I have FIU, and then this is kind of like the turning point when we talk about CPUs. He had an 80-10 win against Auburn. Auburn is a lot better than a lot of the other CPUs that we've named so far. That's a really good win, won by 70 points, and then obviously the close win to against ECU, and then obviously he had a Florida Atlantic win, which was also a pretty big win. Just gave him credit for those. He's been very consistent in his play so far, and he's dominant against most of the users. All the CPUs that he's played, and that ECU win is one of the better wins as we've named so far. So yeah.
Yeah, I have him at 14, so one spot ahead of you for the same reasons. That win was big against Auburn in week one, so that's why I'm at 14.
Yeah, I have Mondo here at 14. That Oregon win, we saw watching it go back and forth. That was huge. And we just got done talking about FIU's win against ECU. They both played ECU. Uh, Westside won by 3 points. Mondo won by like 30. So he is very dominant in every one of his games this season. That's the hardest CPU. We've seen good users lose to Oregon, and he finally got the job done against them. So I gave him a lot of credit for that. Robert game. I'm sure it was hard to beat them. It's been hard for a lot of users to beat them. And then I didn't give him much credit for that Army game. I think you should have beat him by 20 some points, and that's what he did. Yeah, I got Mondo here at 14.
All right, 13. I got Minnesota here. This might be an unpopular opinion.
No, I agree with you a little bit.
Obviously, I'm a big fan of Leo. His turning in BYL. He has a win on at home against Arizona State by 18. He beat Virginia on the road by 6, and he beat Alabama by 3. The Alabama win is big for him. I think if the Alabama win was on the road, I'd give a little bit more credit, but it's still a big win nonetheless. The only reason why I don't have him higher is because the only win that he had is to Virginia, and we both have him at 24. Um, he has Northwestern this week. That game is obviously not included in the rankings, but that game is going to be big for the Big Ten. Well, I mean, Northwestern's not in the Big Ten anymore, but big for the power rankings of BYL. So yeah, I mean, I have him at 13, 3-0, obviously. So we'll see how he continues his farewell tour. But I like the way he's building and putting his team together for sure. But I have him at 13.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Minnesota was a hard one to judge for me, and I kind of was all over the place with him. But I have Southern Miss at 13, and the reason why he only played one user in this 3 games, and he beat the 2 CPUs, which was Florida State and La Tech, and then obviously he played Franco at home, lost that game by 3 points. Um, just not much to see. Although Leo did have the Virginia win, every win so far for Trill has came from the CPU. Yes, he's been very dominant, but that La Tech they're just a G5 team at the end of the day.
All right, number 12. We both have Florida. I'm gonna be honest. This is kind of high for me, but like I had to rank him here. I couldn't justify putting him any far back. He won against Boston College by 4 in week one. Like I said, we talked about that already. I think a lot of people thought that game was going to be a lot wider. It was all over the pool for voting. Lost at home to Northwestern by 7, and then beat Mississippi State at home. So he has yet to play a road game. He started the season off with 5 straight home games. So when you're playing in the swamp, it's obviously same thing with me. If I'm playing at home or Georgia's playing at home, you have the advantage. So I think losing to Northwestern in that game for me left a sour taste in my mouth when trying to rank Florida. But I couldn't move him back, behind Minnesota just because of Northwestern is an undefeated team. We haven't talked about him yet, so he's a harder opponent than Minnesota has played. So I did give credit for only a single possession loss. But he's at 12. But he's probably, I mean, depending on what happens this week, if he's able to beat Kentucky, he's going to fly up these power rankings. He'll be in the top 4 by the end of the year because he only plays Georgia at the end of the year. So this is a big game for him. Still everything in front of him, obviously. So I don't anticipate Florida falling very far. He'll be in the playoffs unless he somehow loses to a CPU, which I don't think is going to happen.
Yeah,
But
I don't think
yeah,
they'll
I got
lose
Willie
here.
at 12.
I have Willie at 12 as well. That game against Boston College obviously was a little too close for liking. But at the end of the day, right now, Northwestern is playing good ball. Right now, I think Northwestern is playing a little bit better than North Texas is, and that's kind of why I gave Willie the edge over Southern Miss because we just have CPU games to judge right now. And if you take the name off of these teams, you wouldn't. Me personally, I would take this Florida team over Southern Miss because that's kind of why I was in between with those two. So yeah, I have Willie here at 12.
All right, 11. I have Michigan here. Um, yeah, Ohio State's crazy. I have Michigan here.
Um,
Lost at home. Obviously, me and him played in week one, lost by 7. For me, that's why he was a little bit further back than probably where you have him. I forget where you have him, but I have him here. And then he beat Texas Tech. Texas Tech is obviously further back in the ranking. I think he's like 16 or 17. And then he beat Stanford, which I understand Stanford's a 90 something overall team, 98 or 97 overall team, but I think anybody in the top 10 shouldn't be losing the CPU. I think it's pretty easy to dominate the CPU. So I have him at 11. But same thing, he doesn't play a user again until week 12. So we're going to see him fly up these rankings. He'll be in the playoff picture. I think he only had four user games the whole season, so he's going to dominate pretty much over his next 8 games or 7 games. And then he's heavily favored against Indiana, and then he has the big time matchup against Ohio State in the shoe. So that one's going to be a good one. But yeah, I have Michigan at 11 here.
yeah, I have Ohio State here. Obviously, it's a surprise to a lot of people, and the next one it'd be just as much as a surprise as this one. I have Ohio State at 11. It comes down to the fact that he hasn't won a user game since the semifinals of the playoffs. He had a big lead in the national championship game. He lost that game. He had a big lead against Kentucky late in the game. Obviously, Kentucky comes back and wins that game. The shoe is a very hard place to play in, and the fact that he blew a lead late for Kentucky to come back and win that game. Obviously, Kentucky is hot. He only has 2 wins right now, and they're both to the CPU. And that's kind of just where I'm at with Ohio State right now. Obviously, he lost to Trill last night, but that has nothing to do with this ranking. But yeah.
All right, number 10, I have USF here. Probably another unpopular opinion. But he beat Virginia Tech on the road. Um, and then he beat Indiana, who's obviously the last place. He beat them by 50. Then he beat Utah State by 39. Um, I just think it's the same scenario. It's a CPU game. You have a 92 overall. I think you're supposed to win against the CPU. And then Indiana, you did what you're supposed to do against Indiana with a 50-point win. And then Utah State, you won by 40. So it was just a little hard to judge, obviously, because you haven't really played a top tier opponent just yet. The FIU game's going to be big. 2 undefeated teams matching up, and you're on the road. So I think if you're able to win that game, and you have Tulane and Rice, so you have 3 really tough opponents over the next couple of games. So we're really going to find out what this USF team is made of. But same scenario. I think he was able to reel together some of these wins. We'll see him in the conference championship again, and if not, the playoffs.
Yeah, I have myself here at number 10. Week one on the road at UNLV. He definitely started getting after me. I think I lost by 20 something points. He was busting my ass on the road. I think if that game is at home, obviously it's a little bit different. Not saying I would have beat him because our team just didn't look ready to play all that game. But then I go on and beat Virginia Tech and then that Temple game on the road as well. Just as a hard out. For sure, he's not no easy win. Obviously, he played Notre Dame and myself. Those are his only 2 losses, and that's kind of the only reason why I gave myself the edge over Ohio State is that Temple win.
All right, number 9, I have Southern Miss here. On the road, won by 50 to Florida State. At home, won by 22 to La Tech, and then lost to North Texas by 3 at home. The reason why I have him here and not a little bit further back is because I think that North Texas loss is a good loss. I know we talked about Zach having a good loss or Zach being a good loss right now or whatever, but I think North Texas is a good loss. I think North Texas is going to be in the playoffs this year. I think both of their play styles are very similar. Obviously, I'm in a Madden league with Franco, and I know how he plays. I've watched him play numerous times. They play the exact same style of play, single back and I-4 formation, and it's whoever can convert on 3rd and long out of a run play. They do not pass the ball. So I think both of them stick it to their game plan. In North Texas pulling that one out is big. Obviously, I played North Texas this season. That game wasn't very close, but early on he was up 14-3 in the second quarter. So I think one or two more plays go his way, and I'm in the same situation as Trill was. So I give credit for the other two wins, albeit they're CPU games. But he won by 3+ possessions, and then he lost by 1 possession to or 3 points to North Texas. And then obviously he beat Ohio State this week. That's not incorporated. If that was incorporated, he'd be in the top 5 for me personally. So yeah, so Trill for me is at 9.
Yeah, at number 9, I have Minnesota. I feel like he was one of the harder people to rank for me because I had him at as far as like 8 and 9. And I also had him in his back as far as like 14. So he was just a hard user to rank for me because he doesn't have a resume that kind of jumps off the table. I try to take the names off these teams. He obviously beat two CPUs. The Alabama win was definitely a hard win, and he beat Virginia in overtime, which is we've talked about Virginia a long time ago. He doesn't have really a good win, but I try to give him credit for being perfect this far, which we haven't seen anybody else throughout the top of the rankings be. So yeah, I gave him his credit here.
Somebody do me a quick favor. Somebody in the chat, tag Utah State. Unless you're in here still. Your vote was incorrect last week on Survivor Pool. I saw you just posted your Survivor Pool pick. It was incorrect last week, so you got eliminated. But somebody let him know that if he's not in here. Number 8. This is where I had Ohio State. Obviously, you had him a few spots back. Lost to Kentucky after blowing the lead in week 1. Lost by 2. I think he was up 33-21 with like 3.5 minutes left. Lost that game, so obviously that was a bad loss in terms of how you lost. But Kentucky has yet to be named, so in totality, the grand perspective, the grand scheme of things, that wasn't a terrible loss. I said a couple of minutes ago, Minnesota beat Alabama at home by 3. Ohio State beat Alabama by 32 on the road, and they beat Miami by 21. So I think the Alabama win is a good win when you're on the road against like that type of team. I think it's still tough to win by a lot. And then obviously the loss to Troy doesn't count. So I have him at 8 right now, solely based off of that loss that he had against Kentucky. I think obviously if he would have won that game, he'd probably be number 1 or number 2. So he definitely has his work cut out for him with the other loss to Southern Miss, but he has four more user games, so he has some time to turn things around.
Yeah, I have Sterling here. I didn't same reasons for Tulane. I didn't want to punish him for not having enough games played. Sterling is 1-1. Um, Week 1 hosts Clemson at home in the big house. He loses that by a touchdown, and then he gets a bye. And then the very next week, he goes and kind of just dismantles Texas Tech in the second half. Obviously, it was a close game going into halftime, and then the halftime adjustments kick in, start forcing mistakes, and that game kind of got out of hand and winning big. Right now, to me, I put a lot of stock in Mike Jones. I think Mike Jones is a really good user. I think that win at Texas Tech is a really good win, and it's probably one of the better wins that we've seen so far by a user.
1 second. I'm just letting Willie know that we're going to stream this game, so tell him, hold on. All right. Y'all control the schedule, though. I'm going on the road. We don't control the schedule. We did a wheel spin, bro.
Wait, I mean, he's talking about like whenever you like do the 6 home, 6 away, like for the
that's so from that standpoint, your 8 conference games I can't touch. So I can't touch any of the conference games. And we spun the wheels for your 9th game, whether it's going to be home and away. So the last 3 games, I have to match it up to make it 6 and 6. So let's say you had 5 home games, or let's say you had 5 away games in conference. I have to give you home games, because if I don't give you home games then at a conference, then somebody would say, why do I have 8 road games and only 4 home games? I can't recruit. So that's the reason why you were at home against them. If let's say, I don't know how
I see the end of the message now.
Yeah,
I know why he's down the road. The reason why you played Northwestern on the road all those times is because you can't touch conference games. So I played at Georgia Tech. I can't tell you how many times because the game won't let us change that for a home and away. So this year, obviously, it's just kind of how you spun. But previous years, we can't change if you play him home or away.
Yeah, conference games can't be touched. So then when we spun and you had to go play on the road, there's nothing we could do. So the other ones, I just had to make it sure that it was even 6 home and 6 away. Some people have 7 home or 5 home if I couldn't fix it. But let's say I take your home or your away game and give you home and it's against a user, that ruins somebody else's schedule. So it's all over the place sometimes. But that's the reason why it worked out that way. At 7, I have Georgia here. Obviously, big loss on the road at UNLV early in the season. Beat Virginia Tech by 19, and then won at Temple by 7. So I think that Temple win is the reason why I have. Oh, it was a spin, didn't know. Yeah, it was a spin, bro. The Temple win is why I have him a little bit higher than some of these other users. Um, the Virginia Tech win, I'd like to see it a little bit wider margin, obviously, to get to CPU. We all have 99 overall teams at this
Them
point. So,
motherfuckers put up 600 yards on my ass, bro.
um, and
They was
then
getting after me.
the LSU game doesn't count. So I have Georgia at 7 here.
Yeah, I have a USF right here. I was really high on him last year. He won the Pac-12, and then he comes in this season, and obviously he hasn't played a top user, but he's been very dominant in all of his games. Put 59 on Utah State, put 56 to 3 on Indiana, and then that game against Virginia Tech, he actually had like 60 something points against them, but I think he said his son or something like that disconnected his cord. That game was also a blowout as well. So he's been very dominant in all of his games. Obviously, that FIU game would tell a lot this week. But yeah, he's been very dominant, and I was already high on him coming into the season as well. So that's why I have him here at 7.
Already, one sec. All right, number 6, I have North Texas. So do you. Obviously, he's been pretty good this season as well. He beat Colorado by 40. He beat Trill by 3 on the road, which is a big win. Then he lost to me at home. That, like I said, that game against me at home, it was 14-3 in the second quarter. And then I think I returned a kickoff. That changed everything. But had that kickoff not been returned for a touchdown, I think that game is a lot closer. If not, he could have won, but the game definitely would have been closer. And then that win against Trill was big to me because that was Trill's only loss. And like I said, that style of play is very hard to deal with. They both play the same exact way. So that's an impressive win to me, especially when you're on the road against a 95 overall team. I think you have to get kudos for that. So I have Franco at 6.
Yeah, I have Franco here at 6 as well, and like you said, that game against Clemson obviously got out of hand. There's a reason why I kicked squib kicks the entire time in the national championship because a special teams touchdown can literally flip the entire momentum of a game, and that's just one way you don't want the momentum to switch in a game. So it definitely got out of hand on him there. But against Southern Miss is the best win so far as we've seen. That was a really good win on the road at Southern Miss. Obviously, he doesn't have like fucking the Alabama atmosphere, but he's already a tough outing anyways. And then the fact to go on the road and beat him as well by 3 points is tough. So yeah, I have Franco here at 6.
Go ahead and go again.
Yeah, I have UNLV here at 5. Obviously, that week one, he dominated Georgia at home, jumped out to a lead, controlled the entire game, was forcing turnovers, was getting after the quarterback, played a perfect game again in that game. I think he played a semi-perfect game. I forced him to mistakes in the playoffs, but that game he definitely adjusted from the mistakes that he made the previous game, and then he was able to control that entire game. And then he goes on the road at Notre Dame and loses by 3 points. That was a really good game, defensive game. I'm pretty sure it was raining as well, so just a defensive battle. And then he obviously loses by 3 points. And then I got Fred here at 5.
Yeah, to me, I think Fred has so far the toughest schedule that we've seen. At home versus Georgia, obviously defending national champs. He was up 38-3 at one point, or 38-10 at one point in that game. Obviously, the game ended up 38-17. That was a big win. Loss on the road at South Bend. Notre Dame, we haven't seen him yet, but Notre Dame is undefeated. Rain game, lose by 3. And then you beat Tennessee by 54 points. Obviously, Tennessee's a CPU, but you won by 50 plus points to a 95 overall CPU. You have to get credit for that. So I have Fred here at 5. And he has a few conference games coming up, which obviously are users. So
Yeah,
both at home.
Illinois, Northwestern, and then he plays Texas Tech later on in the year.
Yeah. So at 4, I have Northwestern here. I think, like I've said before, this has been the most crazy turnaround to me in BYL. He went from a kind of middle of the road user that was kind of flying under the radar to somebody who has a 92 overall team with Northwestern, and he's beating top tier opponents. So right now he's undefeated. He won in the Swamp by 7, and then he beat Rashawn Caraway by 32. Both games on the road, and then he beat Georgia Tech by 25 at home. So he has this Northwestern team, humming right now. He plays Minnesota this week, and then he has on the road at UNLV after a bye. So he has a few tough games coming up, and then he rounds out the year against two more users. So I think he's able to knock some of these user games out. I don't think he's going to lose against the CPU. We might see a Northwestern team in the playoffs this season.
Yeah, he's definitely setting himself up to be in the playoffs again. He does have really hard user games coming up with Minnesota, UNLV, and North Texas. I think if he beats Minnesota this week, obviously he'll rise up the rankings probably a little bit more. That win out on the road at Florida did it for me. That's a really good win. One of the better wins we've talked about so far. It's not an easy place to play at, and you went in and kind of just controlled that game. Kept Willie on his toes the entire time. Whenever he hit you, you hit him right back and kind of just kept going. I seen him return late to kind of keep the momentum. Uh, but yeah, man, Northwestern is humming. He's a team to beat right now in the Big 12. I think him and UNLV are really back and forth. We named 4, 5, and 6 has been the top three users inside of the Big 12. That conference is really fun to watch this year. And he plays those users back to back to back. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Red does in the next few weeks.
You can go ahead and go again, bro.
Yeah, I have Notre Dame here at number 3. A really good win against UNLV. UNLV was the number one team in the country at the time. Played him at home. Really good win. Got out there with by a field goal. I think he was up 10, and then Fred kind of scored late, tried to get an onside, I believe. But yeah, I mean, 3-point win against UNLV. Like we've talked about Justin multiple times today. That's not an easy game at all. That's a hard opponent. He can beat anybody in this league. So he has two really good wins, and he's undefeated right now. Has this Notre Dame team humming, and I think he obviously puts himself in position to make the playoffs this year. I know he's been borderline the last few years, and kind of he's in one year is out the next. I think he's kind of set himself up this year with those wins early to for sure be in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is where I have Notre Dame as well. The only reason why I don't have him higher than this is because the two people ahead of him, they won in tougher environments on the road. All three of Notre Dame's wins had been at home. Now I don't want to diminish those wins because those are still really good wins by 14 to Temple and then by 3 to UNLV. He also beat Miami by 26. But like I said, all three of those games were at home. So he didn't have to deal with any home field advantages on the other side. He plays 5 straight CPUs, which he'll be 8-0. And then we'll match up together in week 10, which will be a really big game, a game of the week type game. Probably decide who's going to be the number one team in the country at that point. And then that's also probably going to decide who goes to the ACC championship game, depending on who plays who. And it is in Clemson, so that'll be his first, real test. Obviously, he plays on the road at Wake Forest and stuff like that, but that's not really a test when you're going against a CPU. But he'll be on the road at Clemson, so that'll be a good one. I'm looking forward to that matchup. But this is where I have Christian. Shout out to him. He's having a really good season so far.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to go first or me?
Go ahead, bro.
At number 2, I have Kentucky. Right now, he started the week 0 off. Beat the brakes off Ajami in the game of the week, won by 30 points. And then the next week, go on the road at the shoe, and you're down late in the fourth. You just grind it out, find ways to keep going, and you come out there with a win. And then that's a big win for me. One of the best wins in the league so far. Yeah, man, it's this Kentucky team is a team that nobody wants to play. Obviously, we're about to watch him and Willie go at it right after this live show. I'm kind of excited to see how he keeps going. This Kentucky team is probably going to be the number one team in the SEC again. I don't think he plays Kentucky, Florida. I don't think me personally. I don't think he loses that game, and I don't. This might be him and Trill's first time playing. I don't remember seeing them play. I know that Trill's game, the way that he plays, gives the people a hard time. If Burno can somehow find a way to neutralize Trill's play, he's definitely going to be one of the best teams in the country and number one seed in the SEC this year.
Oh, yeah, that's where I have Kentucky as well. That win on the road at Ohio State is the best win this season. Um, at least according to this ranking, it is the best win this season. And when I say according to this ranking, I think Ohio State would have been further back if we would have implemented that Southern Miss loss. But I think when you beat a 99 overall team like Ohio State with the talent he has, I know he's saying that his team isn't as good as on paper. I don't want to hear none of that. Ohio State team is really good. You win on the road. You're down by 12 with 3.5 minutes left. I cut the damn game off once he went down by 12. And then I turned it back on. He won by 3. So that's the best win. You beat Virginia by 30. You beat Oklahoma by 21. And then you beat Ole Miss on the road by 12. So, I mean, you have the most wins, I think, of anybody at this point because you played 4 straight games up until week 3.
Yeah.
and in my opinion, you have the best win. So I'm at 2,
Yep.
and then I'll go first. At 1, I have myself in Clemson. I battle back and forth between Clemson and Kentucky. The reason why I put myself over him is just because I have one more user game over him in North Texas, and both of my user games were on the road, and I won. I beat Michigan, obviously, in a back and forth game, which had a lot of adversity. I beat them by 7, and then I beat North Texas by 30 on the road, and then I beat Texas at home by 52. So that's why I had myself above him, but I do think it was close. I think that Ohio State win is better than both the wins I have. Um, Not because of the spread and how much I won by, but because of I think Ohio State's stadium ranking is in the top 5. I know Michigan's was like top 10, I think. It might be number 6, I forget, but I'm pretty sure Ohio State's is higher. And I think Ohio State has a really good team. So I do think he has the best win, but I gave myself the credit because I was able to win 2 games on the road against users.
Yeah, that's kind of what it came down for me as well. Obviously, the Ohio State win is a lot better than Michigan and North Texas. But when you put Ohio State against two users, that I have both these users in the top 10. So to have Clemson have winning two top 10 games versus somebody just winning one, it just did it for me. I think that North Texas, that dominant win on the road at North Texas was really good. He was coming. I think that might have been before or after the Trill game. But yeah, I mean, this North Texas team is really good, and then the Michigan team is also really good. We talked about both of them in the top 10, and then Clemson goes on the road to both those places and kind of just gets out of there both with a really good win. So I gave him the nod here at 1.
All right, that's gonna wrap up the rankings. We're gonna go ahead and live stream this Kentucky Florida game though at the same time. So we're gonna do that, which will be fire. Let me just pull it up for y'all. Give me 1 second. Entire screen, share. I'm gonna go big screen, press hide. All right, we're locked in. Let me go ahead and let them know they're good to start. Let me bump the chat down. Is the game of the week thing close?
Let me go close it right now.
Let's get it. Ooh, 14 to 13 votes. That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. They got Willie. 14 people got Willie covering the spread here in the swamp. I got
Hey, wait,
Kentucky
wait.
winning this game. Who do you have?
I have Florida winning this game. I think I put Florida. What we need to do survival pool next week as well as game day to figure out who we want as game day. I can pull up on my remote play. Oh, you're on the game, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm on the game.
All right, just let me know the pool right now, and I'm gonna go in and make it, and you read it to me.
Willie starting off the game with the ball. This is a good drive, momentum drive to get him going here. He can't. He has to put up some sort of points this drive because I think he's just been down in all of his play so far. I mean, we've seen him lose last night in G&G. I think he's 0-3 over there. He lost to Northwestern his last user game at BYL. So I think this is a game that he really needs to kind of get his confidence back going.
Let me know the games.
I'm loading up now.
I bet.
Georgia Southern at Utah State.
All right, hold on. Okay.
Cal at Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Jesus. Purdue at Temple.
Mm-hmm.
Illinois at UNLV.
Mm-hmm.
Tulane at USF.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yep.
Jesus, no wild cards, right?
No.
All right, I posted it. Game of the week. We could do Tulane USF.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What do you want the line at?
I would go USF by like 9.5. All right, come on, Willie.
I'm about to post the game day right now.
Coming out on tempo. Hopefully, he doesn't force himself into a mistake. That's kind of what he's been saying in the last few of his recaps. He's kind of shooting himself in the foot closer to the red zone.
It's a big time game for Willie.
Who y'all got winning this game, Willie or Kentucky? Kentucky's real hot right now. A lot of people are going with him just basically off that.
All right, game of the week is posted.
Dane got Willie.
Yeah, I have Willie too. All right, let's see it. Big third down here. Is he gonna blitz off the edge or he's gonna drop into coverage? He wants that running back. Oh,
Here we go.
you gotta take points, Willie.
Yeah, you got to take points here.
You gotta take points, bro.
He's going for it. Don't look like he hesitated at all. I think you need to know what you want to do here. I think he's flipping through his plays too much. You kind of need to know what you want in this situation already. This is already a sign. Yeah, just take your points. If you're going through your plays that much, you already don't feel confident what you're about to pick.
All right, good drive to start the game off. Way to get points.
You just need to see something go in. Berto's going to try to play fast too. He's going to try to get the ball out to his running back. I think he might have the same running back as he did last year. Let me go double check before I just start saying random shit on here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he does have the same running back. He's a 97 speed, 97 acceleration, or 97 speed, 99 acceleration, 94 change of duration. So he does have the same running back. This dude's a dog. Looking forward to seeing him kind of make a lot of plays this game. He's going to try to get him out, the ball out to him in space, in the pass game and in the run. This is what you don't want to see as Berto right now. We've seen Trill kind of get David off his game a little bit. We've seen David running backwards a lot in that game last night. If that's what we see out of Berto a lot in this game, I know Willie does that as well. Whenever he's just not feeling confident or trying to get something going, just throw it out of bounds. Don't force yourself into any mistakes.
Yeah, buddy, converted lineman?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He actually. What's our tight end rule, bro?
Uh-oh.
This motherfucker is 6'4", 295 pounds.
Uh-oh.
Has quick drop, second level, 75 speed, 59 catching. This is a lineman.
Uh-oh.
This is by no means a tight end.
I don't think there's a rule for it, though. Let me look.
The rule should be like he has to. It might just be the speed cap thing.
Yeah, I don't think there's a rule. He's good. You can move lineman to tight end if you want to.
Might just be you have to meet this. Because I remember last year we made the rule like Savage had a 92 speed offensive lineman that he was putting at tight end. Because he kept recruiting like fast offensive linemen or some shit like that and moving them to tight end. But yeah, them motherfuckers are definitely a 94 overall tight end with fucking great blocking skills. And he got a little speed out there too. He ain't gonna catch shit unless he did catch it. Shit.
You caught it, bro.
He like got 50 catching, man. I'm surprised Trill don't do that. If that's the case, Justin,
Facts.
he should have fucking 9 hog mollies out there.
I have a left tackle that if I would have converted, it would have been a 99, but I didn't. He'd have been a 99 overall tight end. But he's like a 67 speed, so I'm not going to do that, bro.
Yeah. Willie feels a lot of pressure whenever we match him up in these big games. This is we've seen it. I think that Notre Dame. I think Christian was searching for his best win in BYL. I think beating Fred was really his best win in BYL.
Time tackle.
And then obviously, I think Willie's
Oh,
searching for that win as well. He obviously already beat Berto multiple times, but I feel like beating Berto at this point in his career, it means a lot more than the previous years that he's beat Berto.
That's a big conversion. $30 in 2 days was crazy, bro. Triple.
Buddy ass is unk.
He wants an out route.
I know what he wants here.
Oh, touchdown.
He has it. Touchdown, Kentucky, man.
All right. Willie's got to respond. That's what it comes down to. You got to keep the crowd into it.
Definitely don't want to see Willie playing from behind this game. Like I said, he needs that gain to kind of boost his confidence up, and being trailing down the entire time is not a situation that he wants to be in.
I know he don't got a wide receiver named Harvin, bro.
Who, Willie?
Florida? If it is, you got to put number 1 on him, bro. You got to, bro. That's my guy. Number 1 or number 8, you got to, bro. That's nostalgic. Percy Harvin's a GOAT, man.
He's a senior, too. Sidney Harvin.
I'm not going to hold you, bro. Don't let me get somebody's last name Harvin. I'm changing his name, bro. Especially if I was at Florida. I don't care, bro.
He's an 89 speed. I'm surprised he don't have
crazy to have an 89 speed. That kick return.
Yeah, he has a 97 speed receiver. I'm surprised he doesn't have him back there.
Uh-oh.
It's a big play right there.
Keeping the ball on the ground. Uh-oh. We know that kind of play. We know who he got that from.
That motherfucking QB.
Play. He's moving at will. 3 straight first downs. Offense is humming.
I'm surprised. Like, obviously, we see. I see
4 straight first
USF run with his quarterback a lot. David obviously does it. I'm surprised we don't see more people. Obviously, the play is very known, but it's not in everybody's playbook.
He is not putting the ball in harm's way. He's running every play.
Yeah, this
is if it works, it works.
Smart ball by him. This is where he struggles at most. He's been very vocal about his red zone offense, that he needs to be better. He feels like he shoots himself in the foot too many times in the red zone. I think he runs the ball again here or does some type of RPO action. After that, I think he throws it, and I think he definitely needs to keep the ball out of harm's way.
That's green.
I think he's going to run the ball at least one more time. All right. This is where we're talking about out here in the red zone. He's forced to really draw up one of his best plays. He has to draw something up here that he really likes.
He wants that tight end. 82. Might be a receiver. X. Yep, there he is. 82.
Good play. Good play.
A good play. All right, way to respond. It's gonna be a back and forth game. Let's see who gets a stop first.
I changed my fucking shit from Kentucky to ECU because I feel like the game, like we was waiting too long for the game to get played. Like, what is motherfuckers doing backstage? I'm not trying to be in that situation. And I seen so many people get eliminated last week from Trill beating Ohio State. So I was like, I'm just gonna play it smart.
Oh, good vision.
Oh,
That's BCV
what did I tell you about
kicking, bro.
earlier? I said whenever I played in the national championship game, I didn't want him to be any momentum off the special team, so I just squibbed it all game. We've seen it flip the script on him. North Texas against you. I think you should squib kick it anytime like you're in a big game like this and you need momentum to stay on your side. Because he just lost momentum right there in one play, and he ain't even fucking his defense didn't even get on the field.
I will say to play devil's advocate, like squibbing is good, but like if you squib and I get the ball at like the 38-yard line or 40-yard line, it's almost like, especially like this early in the game, it's like I'm kind of okay with it. The only reason why I kick it deep every time is like it's like a high risk, high reward. You can either give him a touchdown or I could tackle your ass at the 12-yard line. And now you got to drive 82. Circle is wide open. He waited way too long. He waited way
Yeah,
too
he
long.
was wide open.
Another thing that Willie has a big problem with is that dropping back 20 yard shit,
Yeah,
bro.
he
I
should
don't
have
know
let
how
that ball
far.
go out a lot quicker than that.
So he snapped it on the 25, and let me see when he threw it. So he threw it from
Now he should be throwing it now, and he
he
keeps
threw it
backing
from
up.
he threw it from the 10. So he dropped back 15 yards to throw that ball. And that's like that's the biggest hole in Willie's game, in my opinion, is dropping back. If he just stays in the pocket, bro, I feel like his pass game will be way better.
But like you were saying,
Gotta make a
I'd
tackle.
rather
Oh, what the hell just happened?
he just do a drag route and took it up the field. That's
No,
not
but
saying
he
about the
had a guy
momentum.
about to tackle him though, and he pulled him away. Look at his
No,
CPU.
he dove.
No, up the top.
He might have. I don't know. That's weird. I don't know if he was trying to click on to somebody else and he thought he got the wrong guy, but like you were saying, I'd rather fucking let somebody get the ball 10 yards closer than what they would have get it on a touchback than for that to be the reason why the momentum in the game shifted. Because I'm confident in my defense that I can eventually adjust and stop you from driving 70 yards, 60 yards for a touchdown versus you just busting out for a touchdown, and that's kick returns to me, in my opinion, are one of the worst ways to like for you to bounce back from when it comes to momentum wise.
Yeah.
Um, it was part of my comeback win against Fred in the playoffs, the very first go around. I got a kick return, and after that, I just ate away at a big lead, and I ended up winning that game.
Now I will say, you got a 6-year game plan here. Your run game was working fine. Keep running the ball. Don't start doing things out of character, because then that's when leads start growing.
Yeah, I think he's going to start picking up the pace a little bit. I think he should keep it slow. But he also had the game at high pace the entire time. This isn't something that he's just now starting to do. There we
Touchdown.
go. There we go.
It's a big time play there.
That's a big drive by him. He needed a touchdown there.
Go for
A
two.
stop here shifts the momentum. That's what he needs, a momentum shifter. I wouldn't be surprised if he squibs it here, to be honest with you.
I think after this game, so I'm gonna go somewhere and get me a coffee, bro.
You say he needs a coffee at fucking
Hey, I'm trying to
10
tell you,
o'clock.
I'm 30 and two. In two, I'm 30 now. Oh, there's the squib.
Oh.
To the big hog melly.
Another thing, like if somebody like that as well don't want to take a fair catch, they want to run with their big man. You hit him the wrong way, that ball is coming up off of him.
Tell him, Dane. Never a bad time for a coffee, a cup of Joe.
Somebody other than Dane might need to agree with you on that one.
You crazy.
Nice. Dane has gassed up off coffee every day, it seems like. Coffee might be bad for your ass, Dane. I don't think coffee is healthy for you. That shit doing something to you.
Black as the night is crazy. I don't drink black coffee, bro. That's crazy.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Black? Yeah, that explains it. You drink black coffee, your ass got anger problems. You might beat your wife.
You need help, bro. That's great defense. Ooh, that's
Ooh.
a third
One
and
stop
nine.
here. This is what you need. You need to stop.
Third and nine. Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, I agree, Justin. That shit is crazy, bro. At that point, you just like how it tastes.
It's not even coffee. I mean, it's not even like night. It's 6 p.m. Like it's evening. Like this that.
No, funny hell.
Right, it's 6 p.m.
Buddy said he needs a fourth quarter booster to get him to the night. You needed to stop there.
Fourth and two. He's
He's going for it. I don't
sure.
think he hesitates. And he's gonna come out in that fucking quad shit. He's gonna have a guy that kind of it might have ran his go to play right there, to be honest with you. He was kind of hoping for a first down that I look at it. I can't even see what that says, but it might be coming out in quads.
Bunch strong nasty. An out route by 84 is gonna be wide open.
Nah.
Yes, it is because the flat route.
He might be running his dig.
Oh, good play. 85 is eating.
Yeah, this motherfucker got a hog melody. I know we can't hear him, but I know he's talking about 85. I know he don't like the fact that he's playing a 600-pound lineman at tight end. Big hog Melly. 85 that is him too. 294.
Center.
6'4", 294. And can't catch a soul either. Got 59 catching. And he's out
Oh,
here
no,
looking like
he ain't
fucking
dropped
Shannon
one pass.
Sharp.
He ain't dropped one pass, bro.
He's out here looking like fucking Shannon Sharp out here.
Shannon Sharp, man.
Who's that big 36 toting that ball?
Yeah.
That dude's 97 speed, 200 pounds. He look like a fucking fullback. Look like Doug Martin out there. He has somebody with gold shifty, 96 speed, number 12. Berto gets the ball back at halftime. If he can take at least another 52 seconds off this clock before he gives the ball back, it forces Willie to kind of get points before half.
Oh,
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 he fat fingered it, bro.
yeah, he did. Wow, that was a big stop by Willie.
That's big time, bro.
Because Berto gets the ball back at halftime. I would run the ball here. He's backing up too far. He's backing up too far.
Yeah, you got to stop backing up, bro.
Did he catch that shit?
Yeah, he
He
did.
did. He's backing up too far. I'll be right back.
All right. It's a big drive. Big drive here. Way to pull it. Good read. Good read. He's killing him with that option right now. killing him with that option. Plus territory.
$140 left to go. This is a situation I was talking to Dane about yesterday. You got to be able, when somebody gets the ball back at halftime, don't let them get the ball back until halftime. So whatever you do here, if it's 17, 21, 24, 21, 20, 21, needs to be with at least fucking 10, under 10 seconds left.
He's taking his time.
You fuck with the Girl Scout cookies?
No, not really. My dad likes them, but I don't really.
They motherfucking caramel delights. These bitches is.
Yo, at some point, Alberto has to go to his coaching adjustments and take away the quarterback run.
Literally.
He's running that play over and over because Berto's not adjusting to it. He's running it again, nonstop. Grab that block.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, you got to adjust to it. And then I think the first thing Alberto's going to say is he was running the quarterback the whole time out of read options, but you got to be able to press the QB conservative, whatever thing is called.
Yep.
Away.
Gotta adjust. Hey, Mondo, why don't you come in here and talk to us for a little bit?
Yeah, get in here, Big Mondo.
Send his ass the link.
Mondo, you missed out on the other one, bro. Get in here, bro.
Come in here. Your first time cracking the top 15 in BYL Power Rankings history. Come here and talk to us.
Where's Mondo at? How do I? There it is. Sent you the link.
I got my AIDS in. I got my AIDS in. I can only see. I can't hear. Goddamn.
Damn, what is going on? There we go.
Get Mondo in here.
That coffee's gonna be so good, bro.
Where are you going to that same spot?
I'm probably gonna go to Dutch Bros.
DBs?
Come on, man.
DBs?
Or maybe Starbucks. Starbucks would be a hit late. I'm not gonna hold you. Let me find out. Brandon go get in the car and go get him one. He's like, let me see what it's here for.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I was literally just thinking about that shit.
See what I mean, bro? He was like, I'm gonna go do it too, bro.
Who is Fred talking about?
What are you talking about?
He said we run the same plays back to back.
Oh, he's probably talking about Minnesota and Northwestern.
I know Mondo has it to take off on us.
No, he's here.
Mondo, talk to me. Come on in here.
Third down. Square button. You cannot press triangle in that situation. You cannot press triangle, bro. Now you got to pray that you return this bitch into field goal range.
I'm actually not mad at that.
I mean, it just depends because if you press triangle, you save 7-8 seconds.
But he's forcing the punt, though.
Yeah, I know.
7-8 seconds is right back gone.
Yeah, but I like my chances on a punt return rather than a DB.
I respect it. Now.
Uh-oh.
You got time. Run the ball here. You got timeouts. You're in a swamp. Run the ball here. You got time. Run that hoe. You got plenty of space right there, too. I like it. Line yourself up. There you go.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yep. Call time out. What are we waiting for?
What are we doing here, bud?
He wants 1 second to get off the clock, I guess.
Bro, hell no. Call a timeout, will he? He finna eliminate a lot of people from that motherfucking pool, bro.
Hey, I told you I had Willie. Game's not over
Bro,
yet.
where the fuck is Mondo?
I told you.
Somebody go get Mondo ass.
Northwestern is down at half. 28-13. But
Wow.
he's on the goal line though before halftime. What is the line of this game, anyways?
What the this game here?
6.5.
Kentucky 6.5. No, how many people's in the stream?
12.
Well, people's in here, Dane. Why don't you come in here and talk to us?
Dane, you want to get in here? I'll send you a link. Let me send Dan the link. Big Dane. There you go, Big Dane.
Brother said sure.
Uh-oh. One man to beat. Big tackle. Bro, you know if I guess this Kentucky one right, that's 5 straight game of the week underdogs, bro. Either 4 or 5. Oh, there you go. Hold on, let me take off the banner so it doesn't look crazy when he joins in here. Now back up, bro.
What's good, Dane?
What's up?
How you feeling right now?
I feel good after that win in NGNG over Willie last night.
Here we go. Oh, there goes Kentucky.
Feeling pretty good.
That's crazy.
That was a pretty big win, but we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the bad loss or the good loss to Purdue by 1.
That's not a good loss. Don't. You
Hey,
will
man.
never catch me saying that's a good loss.
Hopefully
It's so
Zach's in
bad
here.
I changed my entire play style.
No, I
That's how
respect it.
embarrassed I was.
Hopefully, Zach's in here. But who you got winning this game? Start off.
He said Willie.
Willie.
Oh yeah, Willie winning.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a walk-off field goal.
He did say that when the game first started.
All right, now hear me out. Zach, you had 3 timeouts. Zach had 3 timeouts. There's a lot of time left on the scoreboard. You go for 2 with a lot of time left. Like, why don't you force him to play the field there? Like, basically, all you made him do was run the clock out. And if he gets a first down and don't fumble, the game is over with. Instead, you go for a 2, and now you're forcing yourself in a bad situation. Why don't we make him play the field there? You seen him make a mistake. I knew he was going to force the ball down the field. When you're playing users like Zach, always make them play the field because they're known to make mistakes late. You should have just made them play the field.
Yeah, I probably should have. I was thinking I was gonna get the 2-point conversion, and thought I can do that. And maybe if he's down by 1, force him to make a mistake. He also been driving on me all day. Like, I could not get a stop at all after the first drive. So I wasn't. Maybe I should have just thought, okay, take it to overtime.
Can 4
There was
people
still
join
like
this
50
season?
seconds. Oh, wow. Stuffed.
Can 4 people be in here?
No.
I'm finna say because Zach got a lot to say, man. But
Oh, yeah, I know. He's. You can beat someone 15 times all the time. Give belt constantly. He gets 1 win by 1 point, and he wants to talk.
yeah, I know a lot of people like that, but you just gotta learn. Obviously, learn from your mistakes. I think if you get the 2-point conversion right there, you force him to do the exact same thing that he was going to do if the game was tied. He was going to go down there
I
and
mean,
try
he
to
did
win.
it with up by 1. He made the mistake. I should have just kicked the extra point.
Especially when there's so much time left on the game. Like, he still had plenty of time to go and make something happen, even if you did get the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, there was
That's just something you gotta learn from. And I think you would have won that game, honestly, if you just would have just fucking kicked the extra point.
I made a lot of mistakes in that game. Even having I lost my head when I had the ball. Even with all the mistakes, I had the chance to win the game, down 1. It was like, I think it was on my own 40 or something like that, where the fumble happened, and I went back and looked, and there were a couple open guys late in the route, but I had started running when I fumbled there.
Yeah.
I still think that wasn't a fumble, but you can't challenge it. So,
Bro, that shit was fumble. But
Good throw. Damn.
oh,
he challenging that?
You can't challenge it.
What are we doing here? Benching somebody?
maybe he's just taking a break. See, for a second. I've seen some people do that after a couple bad plays. Just take a break for a second, settle yourself down.
You need to start doing that.
No cap. Practice what you preach, bro.
You need to start doing that shit.
Did that last night.
Another thing that I noticed is you were so beat up about a play that happened in the second quarter, in the fourth quarter. Like, why are
Oh
we
my
still?
God.
Wow.
Whoa.
Jesus.
Just like that, we fucking covering spreads all of a sudden.
8-point game.
Come on now. Come on now, buddy. Come on now, buddy. Oh, you're not.
Hey, man, you gonna speak?
Come on. You ain't talking now.
I'm just waiting for you to say something.
I ain't got nothing to say. You're silent now.
No one's scared of you, Zach.
You're silent now. You don't got to be scared of me. I beat you. I don't care what you are scared of me.
Hold on before y'all
Everybody
go.
gets lucky once in a while.
And if I remember correctly, we played 3 times in BYL this cycle. I'm 2-1 against you.
I think we've played more than 3 times.
This cycle, I'm pretty sure we played 3 times.
We've definitely played more than that, but it's okay. I know.
In league, we played 3 times.
You forget about the games where you lose. It's like a short-term memory thing.
No, I just don't worry about games when I play
We were
people
in
like
the
you.
same conference and played just
Bro,
about
say
every
people
year,
like you,
bro.
bro. Where y'all at? What Zach has is 42 and 46. Y'all are equal.
Let's see that news. That's Zach.
This shit was a pain in the ass, dog.
That's
How the
big.
fuck do I flip the camera in here?
Just move your screen. Just hold your phone, bro. Just do that. Oh, it's not bad. Look at what is on your floor.
I know that
It's
ain't little
fucking-
Uzi. I know that ain't little Uzi rug.
No, it's a Naruto rug.
Bro,
what's
let me see that up.
What's the?
It's dirty for.
It is
It's
a
dirty
Naruto.
for.
It is a Naruto rug. But why are we buying rugs, bro? Like we're 15, bro. Y'all gotta
Chill,
stop.
bro.
Bro, I've had this rug for
Chill, bro.
I've had this rug for like 2 years.
Why do you keep buying these damn rugs, bro? Decorating their game. Man, it's so lame, bro.
Bro, show us your shit.
What? My what?
What you got? A Clemson rug?
No, I don't have a rug. I can't. My camera can't click down, but I don't have a rug under me. I'm in my. This is my bedroom.
You got carpet or hardwood floor though.
Carpet.
I got hardwood floor. I'm not gaming barefooted with on cold ass fucking laminate floor.
You're a crusty ass feet, bro. That damn rug gonna smell like corn.
Oh no!
Damn.
Well,
that is a killer, man.
That's bad.
How do you regroup after a situation like that to kind of just tell yourself this game ain't over?
where the fuck is my remote at?
You know, when Willie loses this game, he's going to be saying, like, you know, he just didn't have enough animations go his way this game. And there's a lot of animations just not going his way this game.
I don't think he's gonna
That's
say
bad.
that.
Come on.
Well, I gotta go eat dinner, but I just wanted to come in here and set up good old buddy over there. But I'll see you later. Hopefully you sleep good tonight. Don't break anything in your house.
Zach, what's for dinner?
No.
Chicken Alfredo.
Okay, I respect it.
Hopefully you don't break nothing else, Dane. Have a good night. Sleep well.
Sleep well, buddy. Stupid ass.
3rd and 10. It's a big.
Oh. Willie needs this right now.
It's a big 3rd down.
Zach
This 3rd down is going to decide the game.
Zach's funny, man.
This 3rd down is going to decide.
Where's Grundy 2.0 at?
Who's that?
ECU.
I don't know where he
Grundy 2.0.
Where's Ant at?
Don't know. Doesn't he have a game to play?
He might be in his game right now. That's why. Oh, he is playing Arkansas State.
Big time stop there by Willie. Hey, he needs a big return here.
I think
needs a
I
big
like
return.
Weeks in that matchup, honestly.
He needs a big
You
return.
like Weeks over Ant?
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary to say right there. I got him in the pool. Go.
It's a big return for the 30.
Big.
I just think he has the I think they're similar levels, but I think Weeks has the better team.
Run the ball. You have 9 minutes to win this game. We got to run the ball. The run was working. Oh, circle is wide open, bro. Ooh,
Go.
good stop.
Go.
I'm not gonna lie, I would not trust a receiver that just fumbled. I'd want to go
That was
at
his
least
running
for
back.
a few plays.
His
Oh,
running
was
back
it?
fumbled.
There goes a power read. Let's see if Alberto made any adjustments to it.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if people watch my stream a lot, but I've been testing this play out a lot.
Yeah, it's stupid.
And you gotta know how to do it for it to be effective. Willie's got it being effective this game. I know that's USF's favorite play.
Square's going to be open.
The read option.
Square's going to be open unless why are we running a comeback?
We need that. We need ECU to win this game.
Uh-oh.
Go.
Go. 1st and goal. See, if I'm him in that situation, I run out a little bit before the 1st down.
Why you say that?
Because then you get an extra down to play with. Because he went out literally at the 1st down marker, so now you got to score.
Oh, okay.
If you go out of bounds like a yard before, you may get to the 5 on the next play rather than getting. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you'll have a 1st and goal.
Yeah, it'll be easier for you rather than getting a 1st and goal at damn near the 10.
He's open. There he is.
Oh.
CPU caught 3 picks on me like that. ECU's up 21-7, by the way.
Yeah, I've been trying it out. I mean, I haven't been well with it, but obviously USF runs it like he probably uses it 5 times.
Oh, he tried to
throw it late.
Oh my God,
Oh
bro.
my.
You got to turn around conservative at this point because
man.
Alberto was punching
right now.
What is that dude's carrying, like 50?
Well, Alberto,
I think it's because he jumped.
Here we go. Let's see if he gets the 2-point conversion.
That's that old duo. What is he running here? This might be the Oregon State playbook.
He's going to go to that veer again. Here it is. Oh, no, he's changing it. I don't like these because sometimes the drag routes, they don't keep going. They stop. Tie ball game.
Wow.
Hey, big 85 out there. I'll be right back, yo.
Hey, let me go blow my nose right quick. I'll be right back, Dan.
All right. Hey, Dan, you're by yourself.
Okay.
Keep commentating. I'll be right back.
Big boy. I'm surprised he hasn't fumbled once. Interesting. Why doesn't he run? Why doesn't Berto run more to the left side? Having three
Ew.
superstar linemen.
I'm sneezing my ass off right now.
Don't get why Berto doesn't run more to his left side of his line. It's his best lineman.
Fourth quarter, tie game.
Tie game.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, give us some score update, somebody. What's the ECU game, and then what is the Minnesota game looking like? Minnesota was up at halftime.
You want one? Go get mommy. Go. Go. Go get mommy. Go show her. Second and 9. Way to be patient.
Ah.
All right, come on, Willie. We need a big stop here.
Needs one. Unless he wants to go for 2 at the end.
That's it.
Oh.
21-14 ECU. I need him to win that game. I got him in the pool.
Do we know what time is it? Is it like after halftime?
It probably hasn't got to halftime yet. Or it's like right at.
Minnesota's up 31-25. Northwestern's ball in plus territory. That's a good game going on over there.
Wow. They usually have pretty good games.
That's a big game for Leo, man. He's ranked 17, undefeated, playing number 8 on the road.
And I don't know what his schedule is like.
That man didn't hear why he's playing a league game. Better get up out of here, brother. Berto's dropping back 50 yards now. That's a pick.
A pick. He had a guy wide open on the left.
Why?
Uh-oh.
That dropping back gonna get you.
Uh-oh.
Man, if Leo wins this game, he's actually...
That man coming here giving us halftime news. I respect it. 28-14. ECU leads at the half.
Good tackle. Ooh, Maxie punched on Anthony Edwards. And then stared him down.
Oh, I thought he caught that for a second.
Ooh, what a route.
What a comeback route.
Gotta be careful. That ball came out after too. Gotta be careful. 5 minutes left.
Line 49.
Way to be patient. First down. His running backs are very, very tired though.
Yeah, he has a lot of depth at running back. I'm surprised he hadn't started subbing some guys.
He just subbed somebody in right now. This last play he did it. If I'm him, I'm taking all of the clock down every single time.
I'm trying to run 3 plays for every first down.
I don't know how good a kicker is, but from here it's 62. I don't think he can kick from here quite yet. He needs at least 7 or 8. I'm okay, buddy.
They have any more.
I don't have any more. It's all gone.
It's done. It's done.
Oh, way to get it out of there.
Oh, that's a touchdown, right?
Oh, what a
Oh,
fucking play by Willie! Take the fucking lead in the late in the fourth.
wow.
You know what that means? What does that mean, crew? Survival pool victory. Yeah, say victory. You heard him.
Did that many people pick Kentucky?
A lot of people do. I mean, we're not nobody. It's not over with.
Yeah, it's not over, but I mean, I didn't mean survival pool. I meant game day. I don't know why I said that. Yeah, I meant game day victory.
No, I was just curious.
I don't know why I said pool. I meant game day. Is my window open? It is. Felt a breeze of cold air. Well, it's the big drive here. Because you know Kentucky's going for 2 if he scores.
It just depends how much time is on the board. I don't think he goes for 2 unless it's under a minute left.
He got a platinum pocket disruptor and platinum quick
I
draw.
also think that we're about to see somebody making a mistake here. 2 things about to happen. We're either about to see a blown coverage or we're going to see a pick.
Especially if he starts going back 15, 20 yards like he has been.
There it is.
Oh, oh. Man, he's living dangerously with some of these passes.
What is that one?
Football.
Football. What that is?
Huh?
What that is?
I don't know. Sit down.
What that is?
Nobody. Go get mommy. Let's go find mommy. Go find her. Go get her. Run.
Wow!
Go.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
2.5 minutes left.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
A wide open touchdown. He had a touchdown, bro. That just cost him the game.
Oh, wow.
Bro, look at this guy. Hold on, it's the next play. Oh, it was right here. Watch across the middle, going from right to left. I think it might be number 2. No, right in the middle.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. He almost threw a pick.
West Side just lost to USF 56-35.
What was the score again? Sorry, I missed it.
56-35.
Oh, wow. He does have a lot better, at least I think he has a lot better team than FIU.
That's what he said. His team was just better than his. He has to play a perfect game to fucking keep up.
Yeah, 77, and I think USF is like a 92 or something.
That's a pick. That's a pick. That's a pick.
I thought he was going to try to bomb him.
3rd and 4, man. One thing Willie's doing is making him work for all his plays right now.
Keeping everything in front of him.
Birdo has scored pretty quickly a lot of his drives.
Northwestern, down 1, has the ball under 2 minutes, had a touchdown. He fell on the ground at the 14-yard line to try to kick a game-winning field goal. Ball game.
Oh!
Yeah. Let's go.
And he's
That's a
six.
pick six. Ball, yes. I'm not mad at that.
You wouldn't just go for the touchdown there?
No, sometimes you just gotta live with 3 points. Make that motherfucker waste all 3 of his timeouts. Now I would have failed earlier because now there's no way you can get a first down.
Yeah,
But
that's what I
if
mean.
you was
Like,
gonna
right.
fall, you should have fell at like the 20. Now you're just basically gonna give him the ball back with no timeouts with 50 seconds left. Berto's not even calling timeouts.
If he's not gonna call
I think
timeout,
because he knows it's over. I mean, I guess you could stop him and then 10 points, score a quick touchdown, and then
Let's
onside.
go over to yeah.
live looking.
Oh,
He had a chance to score a touchdown too. Why didn't he turn on true clock?
3rd and 13, man. You could have burnt way more.
Yeah, he should have just.
As long as he just keeps it lined up straight, he'll be able to. I'd run a quarterback sneak here. Why do you call a timeout there?
It's a waste.
I'm guessing just to maybe get a different play in.
No, dude. Run something that's going to leave you in the middle of the field.
I say just run it up the middle, even if it's like a halfback draw.
He's going to get hit on the hash. He might miss this shit now.
I would save the timeout for now. Just let it.
Willie's up 10 with 2 seconds left.
Yeah, you're missing this, bud.
Hold on, crew.
He's missing this, right?
He's moving that thing way too much, bro.
He's about to miss this.
Hold on, crew.
He's angled it too much.
Call a timeout, bro.
Call a timeout.
Good kick. He burned a lot of time.
Wow.
What do you want? You want this? Go get mommy. Go.
He got 27 seconds.
Did he just kick a sky kick?
No, he's good. Northwestern has no timeouts. Good tackle.
Oh, I thought he almost had that. Thought he almost had a lane.
No timeouts. Got to keep the sidelines out of play for Minnesota.
Big win. Big win by Willie right there. That was a game that he needed to win.
Yeah, it'll do wonders for.
Oh, what a play.
Oh,
Wow. 18 seconds left. How many yards does he need?
He needs probably about 20 more yards to be comfortable.
Ah,
It's 63 from here.
how's his kicker?
man. 20
I'm
more
looking.
yards. He's going to get a chance.
That's not 63 from here. It's 73 from here. You can't throw it underneath. Oh, my. Big hit. Big hit.
He's got 96 kick power and 93 accuracy for his kicker.
Not going to lie, 96 kick power. He's booting something from 60.
He's not kicking no 70-yard field goal.
No, not a 70. But if he can pick up like 15 yards here, that's money.
He's got platinum deep range, gold mega leg.
That means that he can hit it
Run
solid
out of
red.
bounds.
There
Run
it
out of
is.
bounds.
There it is.
Yeah, he should have just ran that and got out of bounds, bro. It would have been like a 58-yard field goal.
One thing that he don't need to do is come out prevent here. Don't do prevent.
No. Do like a cover 4 or something.
He can easily I feel like he can easily hot rod somebody, get open and prevent. He's usering somebody already. He has his safeties tight.
If he gets like the 45, he's good. Run and get out of bounds.
Your guy's open in the flat.
Yeah, he's looking down the field. You gotta
So
have,
yeah, he didn't.
gotta
He
have
wasn't
better.
thinking about a 10 to 15
What if
yard
he tries
game.
to kick a field goal here?
His kicker can't kick 73 yards, bro.
He might
Even
try.
96 kick power, 93 XC,
But
even with the deep range.
the target line is 42 yards. Bro, he's 16 yards away from that
Yeah, his game's over.
Yeah, it's
for a Hail Mary.
one of those where someone tries to bat it down and goes right to a wide receiver and makes it into the end zone.
It's tough.
Oh,
that's an
wow. This is
upset,
a
man.
big win for Leo.
Leo,
That's an upset, bro.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's a big win, bro.
What's the score of the ECU game?
I'm not even sure.
35-21 was the last update.
Oh, okay. Damn, that's a lot of people had Northwestern in the pool.
They
too,
might
right?
have.
Dead ass? Oh, they did.
Yeah. I think we just eliminated like 80% of the pool right there.
Yeah, Ohio State's out. Oregon State is out.
Who laughed at all their messages? Florida went and laughed at all of their messages, bro. David's out.
Yeah, David is
Who's
out.
even left?
Temple's out.
North Texas is out, bro. Is the pool done already?
No, I picked ECU. Dane picked Florida.
ECU won?
Yeah, well, he's in their game now.
I think they're ahead by 14.
Texas or North? Yeah, Texas Tech is out. I gotta remove some of these reactions, bro.
Yeah. Bro went in there and laughed at every fucking message you could see.
Love Willie, but he can be super petty.
There's only like 4 people left, bro.
Me, Zach, Dane, and one more, right? That's it.
Wow.
Dane, and that's only if ECU wins. If ECU doesn't win, Dane wins it, I think.
Well, ECU's up 14.
Let's go Weeks.
What's the score, Dane?
I don't know.
Notre Dame is playing his game right now. He's at halftime. He's up 28. So we should be advancing here soon. All right, y'all. We're gonna end the stream though. I'll be in the chat with y'all, bro. I'm gonna end the stream. We can advance here.